Live from a dimension not of your own, but somewhere else.
It was too late. The rats had already consumed him.
This is a bloody good time.
What is up, you gorgeous little freaks? My name is Slydog. This creepy guy is Mozart the Mad. And take a wild guess at which movie we decided to see because there was nothing coming good out that was coming this weekend. We saw Smile 2. Mo?
I just want to see how far I can go without blinking.
Oh.
I was counting. I lost count.
Oh.
Go, dude, go. Smile 2. I liked it. Anyway, go for it. Where
That's
were
good.
we? I was too busy counting my non-blinks.
Yeah, we're on Smile 2.
Yeah.
There was nothing good coming out this weekend, so we decided to watch a good one instead.
Right. I hadn't seen this one before. He had, and he highly recommended it. So I thought, well, why not? Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Good choice. I liked it. It was good.
I'm glad. What did you know anything about Smile 2?
No,
universe?
I knew there was something about people smiling. I didn't know if it was a reason for it or anything like that. I do kind of remember when the first one came out, seeing a baseball game where somebody was sitting behind home plate and the camera was catching just this lady smiling.
Yeah, that was one of their advertising campaigns.
Yeah, that was intriguing. So I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But I never did see the movie. And the same thing when Smile 2 came out. I didn't really know anything about it other than it was a sequel.
Yeah, the first one is very good.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. It's kind of the same way I feel about Talk to Me versus Bring Her Back.
Okay.
Because it's the same two directors that did that.
Right.
But Talk to Me, they had a good idea and they were given some budget.
Right.
And they did the maximum amount with that.
Okay.
They did a great job.
Okay.
Had some things I would have tweaked, but I totally get it.
You don't have the funds, you don't have the funds.
Exactly. Then it got picked up by A24, and then they got some more money, and then that was something. But then with the popularity of Talk to Me, they were like, have all the money. Like,
Right.
they were like, with Bring Her Back, just go. Do it. Make something awesome. And that's what Smile 2 felt like to me. Was Smile 1 was like proving I've got a good idea, it's well thought out, and it's a good horror movie.
Yeah.
And Smile 2 was like, okay, how far can we take this?
Well, this one didn't feel like a low budget movie.
Yeah.
It did feel like it was properly funded, that they really wanted to put some effort into it, and it came across that way. So I didn't really recognize any of the actors in it. So I don't know if
I
it
didn't
was
either, actually.
if it was just let's just hire a bunch of new people to save on budget. But if that's what they did, they picked a good crew because it was fun to watch. I liked it.
I don't know. I wonder where they come
I
from.
liked it now. I don't know.
Well, don't get in your head about it.
Okay.
But, yeah. So I guess let's just run through
Okay.
Smile 2, because I have theories and questions and postulations and stuff. And
Ooh, postulations, a new big word. Excellent. How much that one cost you?
that one is about $11.
That sounds like an $11 word.
This
That was a good
economy
one.
is killing me, man.
True.
Yeah. Back to the dumb words.
Okay.
So,
Do we need to give the whole spoiler alert thing?
oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, this is your
There will be
timestamp.
spoilers. Yeah.
There's your spoiler alert image. Timestamps in the description below. As always, jump there if you don't want spoilers. This movie has been around for a while, so it's
Chances are you may have seen it if you're not.
you're probably not going to care about if there are spoilers or not, but if
Right.
you're a purist, there you go. We're
We've
going to
been
keep
warned.
up with our premise.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just to be a little courteous.
All right. Because, yeah, I really like this movie. So, movie starts with some random dude. He pulls up. He's not having a great day. Pulls up to this
Not a
random
good day at
house.
all.
Pulls up to a random house.
Yeah.
Dude's walking in with a very, like, puffer jacket. Like, you know, chain, looking very
Some
kind of
puffies.
thug. Yeah. And pulls a gun out on him. And kind of holds him in front of him, hostage situation style.
Right. Luckily, this was a big guy, so if they go through the door and somebody's shooting, he's a good person to hide behind.
Yeah, good human shield.
Yeah.
For sure. They make their way through. First guy sees it, and they're kind of in like a negotiation thing where he's holding the guy's holding the gun, and they're like, put the gun down. There's one. Does it count if it's quotes?
I don't know. I don't know how the censorship goes up.
But yeah, he's like, put the gun down, and then he's waiting to set something up. And he's like, what do you want? And it basically is just like, just this, and starts stabbing the dude in front of him with a knife.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to take your human shield out because obviously you can't hold up a dead guy very well to protect yourself. So I'm kind of thinking something weird's going on.
Yeah.
Because it's stabby, 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 stabby. And then human shield drops, and now we've got bad guy on the couch and good guy that walked in. Good guy stabbing somebody.
Plagued.
Moral ambiguity.
Yeah, plagued guy.
Okay.
Because he was cursed.
Cursed guy.
Cursed guy.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. So they end up in a shootout because, he's like, you just killed my homeboy and now he's dead on the floor, so now I can shoot you.
Right. I got a clear field of fire.
Yeah. They go back and forth real quick. Main drug dealer guy gets shot in the neck, and dude starts freaking out and is like, you can't die, you can't die. But does not seem fully concerned in like, oh my god, I just shot somebody, right?
Completely not a, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah.
It's more of a, no, you can't go yet.
This isn't according to plan.
Right, this isn't, it was definitely a plan of some sort at that point in time.
Yeah.
Just didn't know what it was.
Yeah. And then he turns around because he hears something behind him, and turns out there's just some dude that we know of that saw the whole thing, who was just there to buy some drugs. And
bad timing.
That is really unfortunate timing, yeah.
Right.
I don't know if you call that karma or that just sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, the main dude who, our cursed guy, was like, damn it, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
You weren't supposed to be here.
You weren't supposed to see that. And then more guys show up and start shooting, so he bails.
Cursed guy locks himself in a room.
Jumps out the window. Starts taking off, running down the yard, into the street, and then...
Forgot to look both ways.
Remember, kids, always look both ways.
Always look both ways.
Or a giant black Dodge Ram is going to smear you across the pavement.
He did not dodge, and he did get rammed.
Yeah. I hate you.
It was obvious.
I know, but you say it so casually that I'm like, you know what? He didn't dodge. And the pun doesn't occur to me because you say it with such calm vernacular that, like, in your tone and tenor. And I'm broke, man. I am in debt to the vocabulary police, okay?
You gotta get you a dictionary. Save you some money. But yeah.
So yeah, he gets demolished. I mean, straight up. And
there was a problem I had with that.
You did.
There was an excessive amount of blood. It was like a Zamboni picked up the body and just kind of went smear. It wasn't like a splatter. There was no arterial spray, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't no explosion.
No, he painted that pavement.
He completely painted the pavement. Yeah, the width of the truck for like half a block.
Yeah. And I'll forgive it, but yeah, when you mentioned that, I was like, logistically, yeah. If you've ever been on a highway on a road trip or something, and you've seen like those roadkill of deer where they've been hit and dragged, and that kind of gruesome scene, you know roughly what that looks like. It doesn't look like that.
It doesn't look like that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a blood bag just dropped.
Right, yeah, 55-gallon drum of blood.
But I did... But I did like their like little artistic thing they did with it, where it was like through circumstance that the truck happened to veer off in this way, so that way then they turn the camera and looks down on the scene, and then it's a little smile.
That was kind of a little subtle, get ready.
Yeah.
So it was good, yeah.
I like that. I was willing to accept that. And then cut to where with a young woman, right?
Yeah, this is when we first meet her.
Yeah.
I can't remember what her name was.
I can't. It's been a few days since we saw it, so...
Yeah. Things have happened. I tried to sleep once or twice, actually, in those few days.
Yeah. But our main character, she...
Rockstar?
Yeah.
What do we want to call her?
Rockstar is good. Pop star, whatever.
Pop star? Let's go pop star.
Okay.
She wasn't quite metal enough, but she's pop. Yeah.
That's fair.
Pop star.
Yeah. How did it go, though?
It seemed like we started off with her, and, of course, her schedule is just going crazy.
Right.
And she's having trouble with her schedule.
Right. She's recently come out of rehab.
Right.
She's going on a new tour.
Trying to rebrand herself or revitalize her career, whatever you want to call it.
She was on the Drew Barrymore show.
Oh, that's right.
That's how it started, yeah. And that's what they're talking about, is like, she's been to rehab, she's got this new album coming, this new tour coming.
New look, got the short blonde bob now instead of the longer brunette hair that she had before. So everybody's rooting for her, wants her to succeed, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. The good old, yo-ho, here we go kind of story.
Yeah. That quick flash during that interview, though, to how things were, like how she'd been doing. And we see her with the long black hair, and she's just crying and pulling her hair out. There's two.
It's going to be a long night.
Oh, man. Oh, well.
But yeah, she definitely had some mental issues.
Yeah, she was struggling deeply.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I liked it because and that's one of the things I like that carries on throughout this whole movie, is the way they artistically show the struggle with mental health. Not just the illness,
right,
but the actual struggle of, like, her old habits coming back.
Yeah.
And just the way it manifests in, like, her auditory hallucinations. And
I mean, it's hard enough having issues during a normal person's life.
Yeah.
Being a pop star like that, where it was, you got to go on this show, now you have to wear this clothing, now you have to do this charity thing, now you have to get ready for this, now you have to put this on. I don't know how celebrities do it.
Yeah.
If I had to choose between rich or famous, I'm taking rich. I don't want to be famous.
Yeah.
So, but it just really goes into everything that was piling on top of her, kind of all at once.
And as they allude at first, but they gradually get more explicit, it is all on her. And, like, her mother very much becomes an agent of adding to that pressure.
Right.
That this is all on her.
Right.
And
she was like a manager that was very adamant, you are going to make these stops and you are going to do this.
Yeah.
You've got commitments and we don't back out on commitments, and, your health doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And we find out a little bit, was it after the Drew Barrymore show that we find out she's got a back problem?
Yes.
She's in pain.
Because they go to, like, a choreography thing.
Right. We're working on the new video or the new opening sequence for this song or something like that. Is that when we see her scar that runs down her chest?
I don't think that's when it was explicitly done, but the movie consistently goes back and forth between that, where it's her at home dealing with her own mental stuff,
right,
and her own pain, all of that, and then her working.
Yeah.
And then she goes to the choreography thing, her back hurts, she goes to an outfit screening thing. And Still in pain, and you can see the scar vaguely. I mean, I didn't think it was bad, but she's clearly very self-conscious about this.
Well, I mean, it's a body image industry.
Yeah.
So she's got to be real careful with it. I mean, I understand it. I hate that it's that way, but that's the way it is, apparently.
Yeah.
And she can't take anything because as soon as she does, she's back in rehab now.
Yeah.
So most of the give her was Tylenol.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
And it is an unfortunate truth that is the case, where there are plenty of people, not to get too heavy with it, but there are plenty of people who were not inherently addicts or had an addictive nature, but got an injury, and due to highly narcotic prescription drugs that are very addictive,
you get hooked
on it. And it's very sad that that's the case, and that, even though people struggle, they may be on the other side of it, they're kind of stuck because they've been branded as this high risk thing.
Yeah, it's a hard to fight. I know it is. It's got to be. I mean, it's just your body becomes dependent. It's terrible. So but that's where we're at. So she's trying to take her medications.
Yeah. And we have seen already moments where she was trying to resist. I don't know if you remember, but she had her little, like, Altoids thing that had her pills in it.
2.5 pills in it. So she was doing them half at a time.
Yeah.
But those were, I don't think those were...
Those were not Tylenol.
Those were not Tylenol. I think those were like hydrocodones or something. I can't remember
maybe Oxys, I'm not sure.
Oxy something. She had something a little bit harder than what was on
the only thing that they specifically said was Vicodin.
Vicodin. Okay, Vicodin,
And so she's dealing with this pain, and she's struggling with it as she's just, hustling, doing her thing. And eventually she has a bad day. She gets home. She's texting as her mom's going off on her. Well, not going off, but just reiterating. Yeah. Nagging her about everything she's got to do and how she's got to show up for all this stuff. And she's texting her friend being like, hey, I need some Vicodin. Are you here? And the dude's like, yeah, come on over.
Right.
Seemingly very normal.
Yeah.
So she finally, in true, clever, being a smart addict, as, some of us are, she goes inside the house, waits for them to leave, walks right back out, and gets in a cab.
Yeah. Going to the candy store.
Yeah. And so she does. She goes to this guy's apartment, and it's a little weird. She opens the door, she gets pulled into the apartment.
No, it's a lot weird.
And dude has a sword into her throat.
Yeah, full-blown katana.
Yeah.
Pins her up against the wall. What are you doing here?
Yeah, and she's like, you texted me.
Right, you said, no, I didn't. Yeah, you did.
Checks his phone, and he's like, oh my god, I did. And he drops the sword and is like, I have had the craziest week.
It's at this point in time we realize that this was the guy from the drug house.
Yes.
That our poor cursed guy that got smeared over by the truck.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Yeah. He managed to get away somehow. We're not sure on the details, but we do know that since then, he has not been having a great time.
His life has gone downhill. Yeah.
It didn't seem too great before, but he seemed okay. Like,
it was a nice apartment in New York. Yeah, I mean, he had some cash.
Yeah.
Had some strange...
Yeah, a ton of
flour
on the table.
Yeah. That wasn't talcum powder.
Yeah.
That was the...
flour.
Yeah, no, totally. And by the way, just little pro tip, if you guys are ever dealing with something like that, not saying I've ever been cursed by a transcendental being, but if you're dealing with some mental health issues or something, maybe don't do stuff that's going to make you both energetic and paranoid. Like,
It's going to exacerbate the problems.
it's not the greatest combo, babe. Like, maybe just put it down. Because, yeah, he goes over, just rips a line right off the bat.
I'm fine.
Yeah. And is like, standing up and slapping the shit out of himself.
Right, yeah.
And is like, yeah, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Of course, you're here for the Vicodin. Let me go get it for you.
Right.
And so he goes and she kind of chills on the couch for a second, gets annoyed because she's seeing advertisements of herself and talking about like tabloid stuff.
Right. Yeah.
About her previous, her accident where her partner tragically died and her drug addiction, all of this stuff. She doesn't want to hear about that right now, obviously. And so she turns it off. Homeboy's still not back yet.
It's been a while. Been a long while. And he's not making any noise back in the back room. The lights aren't on in the back room. It's just a dark, kind of ominous scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big guy. I know a few things. I've done a few things. I'm also smart enough to go, I'm leaving. Mail it to me, because things just start feeling kind of creepy and weird. But nope, she sticks around to, move the plot along with the movie.
Yeah, and remember, kiddies, if you're ever in a situation like that as well, if it starts to you feel that gut feeling that things aren't right or unsafe, leave.
Leave. Quickly.
You can go get it somewhere else. You can meet them up somewhere neutral. You can do something else. But I've been in that situation before. It's not a fun place to be. Yeah. And I've been very lucky in that things worked out in my favor. But in her case, it kind of did and didn't. Because he comes out, she goes to kind of investigate in the black room.
Right.
He comes barreling out of the room screaming. She screams, he screams. He's just losing his shit. And she backs up to the side of the wall. And then all of a sudden you see the guy just staring up as he's screaming and saying, no, stop, things like that. And then starts making some very throaty, that's the only way I know to describe it, very throaty noises. Like,
I can't even do it, yeah.
No, it's like he's being gagged. Like, they did very good at like him like doing like a
I can't
type stuff. But it's very deep and it sounded good. I didn't like it. Because you're watching him and you're watching his Adam's apple in his throat just like gyrate as he's making these noises, and then he just goes limp.
Dying. Or dead, maybe.
Yeah.
We don't know.
He goes still, she looks away, she looks back, and he's got creepy smile face on. And
it was a good creepy smile face.
It was a good creepy smile face. I actually really like him as an actor. I've seen him in some other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He does
I didn't recognize
work.
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where all he's most popular, but Netflix's You he was in, I think in like season 3 or 4.
Missed it.
But it's a good show.
Okay.
But he actually did a good job in that one, and I really liked him in this one as well. But he's doing his creepy smile. She's like trying to get through to him and saying his name, stuff like that. He reaches over, grabs a 45-pound plate like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And just grabs it. And not to say that's impossible to do, but he did not have the physique to just ham hand that.
Yeah.
And to grab and hold of it.
It wasn't a 45-pound plate. It was like a paper plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one right here.
And then, proceeds to smash his face in with this plate over and over again. And I love the progression of it, too.
Oh, it was really good, yeah. You slowly start to see bone caving, teeth fall out,
the broken nose, the cheeks concaving, the bits of, and how dark the blood was. Yeah. Like, it looked good.
Yeah. He smashed himself up pretty good. And then, of course, finally does himself in. Yeah,
he beats his face into the point that I'm assuming he's got enough frontal lobe damage that he's died.
For sure, yeah. And what does pop star girl do? Pukes.
Reasonably so.
I would have puked.
Yeah.
There was gray matter everywhere, teeth scattered about. And she's in pain anyway. Doesn't know what's going on. This is a respectable, reliable drug dealer.
Those do exist.
I'm thinking, well, should they got to? And she just watched him basically commit suicide by smashing his face with this iron plate.
Yeah. So this is when the curse begins. This is when the transferences first occurred.
Yeah.
And and don't get me wrong, I totally get the whole frozen in fear and all of that stuff, but I also have a very big it instinct.
There's three.
Where like I've already said like shit and other stuff too.
Anyway,
so we're in for it now.
Okay.
Where I hit a certain line at some point, especially if I'm by myself.
Oh, absolutely.
If I don't have to protect anybody or something like that, he like starts smiling at me like that. One, I'm backing away, keeping my eyes on him. He starts smashing himself in the face. I'm running.
Yeah, it's a done deal.
I don't want to say I witnessed this. I don't want to have any more time here than I have to.
Plausible deniability.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's one of the things she kind of contemplates. She's like, I need to call 911. I can't call 911. I'm at a drug dealer's house.
Right. I've got the reputation. I need to really protect it. I'm trying to make myself come back on this.
Yeah.
Of course, the puking on the floor later does come back to haunt her a little bit.
Did they find her DNA in it?
She was Googling it. Is DNA found in vomit? Stuff like that.
Yeah. And I know it said sometimes, like it depends.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it depends on and like.
You'd have to find it.
Yeah.
I mean, they take swabs, so if it's coming out, something's coming through.
Yeah, I would have been curious to see what the police investigation would have done with that, because especially if he has any notoriety, very clearly a drug dealer's house.
Yeah.
It's very likely to me that it could have just been written off as he was on the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
And he actually went psychotic and did this to himself.
Yeah.
Or they're going to try to do it as a murder case and somebody beat his face in with a 45-pound plate.
Right. Because it's so absurd that that's what's happened.
Yeah.
You couldn't commit suicide by smashing yourself in the face with a plate.
Yeah.
But there's no prints on it.
Yeah.
So how did that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so she takes off. She goes back in. No drugs. She did not get her Vicodin. And she starts doing this weird thing that... So I first saw this in theaters, and I love good audio, and because it bothers me. As we kind of already talked about, like the visual in Send Help of the puking was really gross,
right.
And I didn't like it.
Right.
I don't like the audio either. Like when the boar in Send Help was like snotting on her.
Oh yeah.
And like you heard the gooey like stuff. I don't like that.
Okay.
And so so she does this thing throughout the movie that apparently is, I haven't heard of it, but whatever, of for addicts when they feel like they need to drink or get a dose or whatever, they slug, I mean chug, a full bottle of water, and it's supposed to like reset their system and add some kind of reward system to the urge without actually giving into what it is.
Yeah.
I think I got that right?
You got that right. Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's got those big...
Yeah, Voss bottles.
Yeah, big ones.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah. Not yet.
Unless you want to.
Yeah. Call us. We'll talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's throwing those down, glug, 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 left and right.
And but just the glugging, like, because it was surround sound in it.
Oh,
and so when I was in the theater, yeah, it wasn't just a glug, glug, glug. It was like, it was in my ear, and I was just like, stop swallowing. What are you doing?
Take that with you.
Drink even. You're going to choke.
Like, slow down.
Yeah. And so, yeah, she downs one of these things, and that's one of her coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
And I believe it's at this point that she begins to really debate whether or not she's going to call her best friend, who she's had this whole falling out with. Is that right?
Yeah, somewhere along there, because her mom, I think, is the one that said, why don't you call friend and see if she'll come.
Yeah, call Bestie. Yeah,
call Bestie and see what she'll do. And we start looking at like some of the text messages that she'd sent to Bestie. And we find out why they haven't been talking for a year, because she was a jerk.
They did not end on good terms.
Yeah, Bestie had every right to not respond.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah, she was being very toxic and clearly very in the dredges of drugs and narcotics and
her addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it tracks.
Yeah.
Healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
But she's tempted, and she's going back and forth with this thing. And then, is this the first time she goes to sleep?
Might have been, yeah.
It might have been. I don't remember what happens the first time.
She just starts hearing noises and thinks she sees somebody.
Oh, she sees the dude.
Yeah, in the yeah.
That's right. You're right. And that's when they really start. I love these scenes. Also, the cinematographer of this. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'll bleep it. Chef's kiss, man. It was so good. I loved the cinematography in this.
Yeah, there's one scene in particular.
Yeah?
The choreography scene.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah.
So, yeah, she starts hearing these noises. Again, more throaty, mouthy noises. And she kind of looks around, can't see anything, turns around, and it's, I think there's like 2 or 3, but not many jump scares in this one. Right.
There weren't a whole bunch of them. You got the build up and the payoff,
which I really respected.
Absolutely. Jump scares are okay. They make me laugh every once in a while, but sometimes it's like, and it just takes me out of the movie for a brief moment.
Yeah. And that's the thing for me, is that I've watched enough horror games and seen enough horror movies that jump scares don't really do it for me if you don't build the tension.
Yeah.
You've got to get me tense to the point where I'm like, what is making that noise? What is making that noise? Oh my God. Like,
right.
Because then you've got the whole thing.
Yeah. You're invested at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. She turns around. She sees dude. He screams in her face. She falls over. It's morning.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Surprise, surprise. I'm going to text my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she's got her PR thing, right? Is this when she goes to her public I'm doing signings thing?
Yeah, I think so.
With the creepy fan with the face rash?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is because I want to say yes, maybe.
I don't think we've texted friend yet.
I don't think we've texted friend yet. Because I think what happened was she goes to the signing. She deals with the creepy obsessive guy.
Her assistant's there kind of slowly filtering people to her to sign stuff off on.
Right. And then she deals with one guy who feels very predatory and creepy. And
I did a book signing, and I had a guy show up like that.
Oh, really?
It was at Barnes & Noble, yeah. And he starts going off on this. There's 4 different actual spears of destiny that were used to pierce Christ's side. And I'm going, what? And then my illustrator, she gets up and goes and finds a cop. The guy, as soon as he sees a police officer coming, he's out the door.
Yeah.
But it was very
interesting.
Very, yeah. I put a chair between me and him and kind of backed up a little bit. Now, oh, very nice. Yeah. Interesting. I haven't heard that. Go away. Yeah.
How interesting. Yeah, the kind of people that come out of the woodwork if they like your stuff.
Yeah.
Well, this guy liked her stuff, creeped her out, and he's basically an obsessive fan. He's like, I love you. Sure. We need to be together. We belong together. Yada yada. As he's being dragged away by security. Cool. Next person is the creepiest little girl in pigtails I've ever seen in my life.
She was creepy. She was really creepy.
She'd had that smile down pat, man.
She had no lines.
No lines whatsoever.
But stood out more than just about any other non-player
Yeah.
character NPC in the movie. I don't know
Yeah.
what you call them, but yeah,
For
supporting
sure.
cast. But pigtails and
She does the signing, and they're going to take a picture, and Homegirl doesn't even look at the camera. She's just like,
smile.
yeah, the whole time. And then she just walks away and leaves. Like,
Yeah,
nothing bad happens. It's just like, just f***ing with you, man.
yeah.
Um,
It's coming. You
yeah.
know it's coming.
and then, let's see, after that,
I think that's when she goes back to the apartment.
okay, that's what I thought.
And hears a noise, thinking that somebody's in the apartment with her. So she texts her best friend and says, "Can you be there?"
This
She
was
says,
the first time that Homeboy shows up.
Yeah. Right. Well, she texts a friend or calls a friend. The friend says, "I'll be there in 45."
Okay, because she thinks she's not alone because the bottle breaks, right?
The bottle rolls off or something happens and shatters.
Right. Yeah.
Calls a friend. I'll be there in 45.
Yeah, Bestie will be there in an hour. She comes over. She sees gross clothes and skid marks in the underwear.
That was a bit much.
That was gross.
Yeah.
And dude's just standing in the darkness of the closet, which
Yeah.
was a cool scene. Obviously naked.
Yeah.
And then they wait a solid beat. He comes running after her. She comes tearing out the house, ready to go, and then opens the door. Bestie standing right there. Everybody has a freak out as to like what is going on.
Right. How'd you get here so fast?
And she's
I'm
like,
an hour late.
yeah, she's like, it's been like an hour and a half.
Right. Sorry, I'm late. So,
Yeah.
And
So
the pop star looks at her watch and she's realizing she has lost a good chunk of time.
yeah.
That she has no idea what happened. But Bessie decides, yeah, I'll go ahead and spend the night. We'll stay here and we'll mend the fences, patch things up a little bit. And
Now, question for you, since we know the whole story, and this is spoiler time anyways.
right.
2 questions.
Okay.
Once we get there, when would you have called it and been like, I'm checking myself in? Have we hit that point yet with what she goes through?
No, but we're getting really close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, losing time is not good.
Right.
Okay. Second question is, because we know of how far this thing was messing with her head,
Right.
of what didn't actually happen,
Right.
when did reality stop?
Right. I think it happened at that moment
Yeah, you think once Bestie came home or came over?
because I don't think Bestie came over.
Oh no, she definitely didn't.
Right. Because mom, we wake up the next morning. Bestie was no longer in the bed because they slept together.
Well, yeah, she woke up
They
early.
were asleep together.
Yeah, they
Right.
slept in the same bed, but then they also had that creepy scene where she's kind of talking and like
Right.
giving.
And Bestie says something
Yeah.
and then she looks over and Bestie's asleep.
No. Bestie's smiling.
There was one point where Bestie said something, but Bestie was asleep.
They show her asleep. From what I remember,
Okay.
they showed her asleep. Bestie's sleeping like this on her side.
Right.
Homegirl's sleeping on her back.
Right.
And she's talking, and you first kind of hear this sleepy, like, what are you talking about kind of thing from Bestie.
Right.
It zeroes in on Homegirl. She's talking about her vulnerabilities of what happened and all of
Right.
that. And then Bestie says something like, well, it's probably because they all hate you or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Homegirl turns over and then she's smiling at her. And then she's
Okay.
like, this is all your fault or something like that.
Right.
And then they have a long pause and then her face lights up like headlights and you hear the car horn
Right.
and then she lurches awake and now it's sun up again.
Sun
And
up
yeah, Bestie's like in the kitchen or something bringing matcha.
Make matcha. Yeah, it wasn't coffee. It brought her matcha.
Yeah.
Of course, we realized at this point in time, oh no, I'm late for the thing that I had to do.
Yeah.
I was shooting a video or something.
Yeah, I think it was more choreography for the live show because this is when she's wearing all the red, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
I think so.
I think so. But anyway, she's got a whole big cast and crew of people waiting on her. Mom's mad. Where were you? You were supposed to be here. You're running late. Throw her in the car, drive to the thing. She apologizes to everyone. I'm so sorry I'm late. So sorry I'm late. Thank you for waiting on me. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then,
from what I remember, they're going through the number, and then that's when she feels like she's dropped.
right, she accuses. Oh no, she thinks her leg breaks.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So we're on the same page. Yeah. She basically trips.
Yeah.
She feels like she broke her leg. She looks down. She's got a broken leg.
Through the skin.
Screaming bloody murder. The whole show stops, and then she's fine. She looks down, and she's okay.
Everybody's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong? Are you hurt? What's going on?" My leg! Oh, my leg! What's wrong with your leg? It's fine. who dropped me? Who ran into me? And she starts immediately blaming other people.
Who was off on their choreography.
Right. Something happened. And of course, the guy that's the director is like, everybody was fine. Nobody touched you. We don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, everybody was where they needed to be.
Right. And she storms off.
Yeah. So still, the struggle is getting to her a little more and a little more in this very insidious fashion.
So she's storming through the hallway back to her dressing room. Everybody's dressed in black.
This is when she does this. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So everybody was dressed in black.
Yeah.
Which would seem kind of odd backstage.
Well, I figured stagehands. Like,
no, still not everybody was a stagehand, but maybe so. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah.
Gets to her room and her assistant guy comes walking out.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of blows her off and storms past her.
Well, he was smiling,
He was smiling. Yeah. And she walks in and her dressing room is trashed.
Yeah.
Completely destroyed. Mirrors busted, stuff turned over.
TV's busted, everything's shattered.
And she comes running out and blames him, starts yelling at him. Well, here comes Mom. What did you do to your room here? Assistant guy did it. He did the whole thing here.
And then, of course, she's like, are you on anything right now?
Right. Mom's at this point in time concerned. Reasonably so, in my opinion.
Reasonably so.
Yeah.
But the way she went about it was
not good. It was not a loving mom kind of way of doing it. Yeah. She's just kind of called her out on it.
Yeah. And that's whenever she is basically like, I can't do this dining thing tonight where I for like
it was
poor children.
It was music for
like poverty-stricken children, or
some kind of positive music influence to influence and motivate children to get into music, basically. And it was the director's charity or something like that, and she's agreed to come. And he's like, you don't have to do anything. The words are all going to be written out. Just stand on stage, read the teleprompter. Everybody will love it. It'll take you 5 minutes, and you get dinner out of the deal.
Yeah. And so she tells her mom that she can't do it because she is struggling right now. And her mom is like, no, you are going to do it, like you were saying, because we don't back out on our commitments.
Yeah. This is a friend of yours. This is right before the tour. We can't have bad press at this moment. You cannot back out.
Yeah. So you're going to suck it up. Shows how well that worked.
Yeah.
Maybe listen when somebody says, no, I can't do this. So she ends up going to this thing. She gets all dressed up. She's got her makeup on. She's getting ready to go out. And you can tell she is tense. She's like messing with her hair. And she accidentally like runs her hand over her mouth and like smears her lipstick.
Yeah. Right before she's walking on stage.
Yeah. Which I really like the subtlety.
I did too. Yeah. I kind of liked it too.
That was nice. And she's doing her thing like she's supposed to. She's reading off the teleprompter. And then the teleprompter stops. And she kind of does what I would not have done.
Improvise?
Yeah, she starts ad-libbing.
Poorly.
Yeah.
She did not do a good job ad-libbing.
Yeah, she's trying to, and I get it. Like, don't get me wrong. I've been to enough, like, community things where I know that, like, gallows humor is a very real thing. And, like, had enough conversations with,
We've done that before.
with weirdos like you and people in the military and medical fields and stuff like that, where, you know, and people who are recovering, where they like to make jokes about the stuff they used to be into. And
dark humor. Sometimes it's how you have to deal with things.
Yeah, and self-deprecating and stuff like that. And so that's what she did.
Children's fundraiser, probably not the place for that type of humor.
And another one of the subtle things that I liked was she starts off the thing and there's like 3 cameras, like 3 flashlights from cell phones that you see. And then as she keeps going, there's slowly more cameras, more flashlights that are seeing her idiosyncrasies and all of that. And then she doesn't know what's going on with the teleprompter. She looks away, she looks back, and the teleprompter is moved. Like it was still going, and now it's just waiting for her to say the next line.
Right.
So she starts to say the next line, like, okay, you know, thanks everyone again for being here. And next on, we have my dead ex-boyfriend.
Right.
Paul something, I don't remember.
And there's dead Paul in his tux.
In a great tux,
Yeah, looking good.
Full smile. Which, again, like, a little bit, like, don't get me wrong, creepy as all hell. Yeah. Absolutely. But mind over matter in this situation, just a little bit. Right. This isn't a critique of the movie. This is just me.
This is what you would do.
Yeah, because I've dealt with some stuff. Yeah. You know, I'll leave it at that. But mind over matter in that, okay, I know something strange is going on.
Mhm.
I know I've been losing time.
Mhm.
I know I've been seeing some very strange things lately.
Right?
I know my ex-boyfriend is dead.
Right.
Therefore, this image can't be trusted.
Right.
Therefore, don't react to it, but get out of there.
Right.
Clearly, something is wrong mentally. I must be close to a break or something negative.
That's my break.
That's where you check
As
it?
soon as I see dead boyfriend, I'm like, okay, I've flipped my lid. I need help.
Really?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'm going to politely excuse myself as best as I can, extract myself from the situation. I'm going to go backstage and I'm going to tell Mom, take me to a hospital, strap me down.
Yeah.
This is what I'm seeing.
I'll tell you when mine was.
Okay.
But
You
yeah.
already had yours?
No.
Not
Mine's a
yet.
little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, then I would have been like mind over matter, like, okay, something's wrong. I need to go be seen.
Right.
But I wouldn't quite be like, I need to go be admitted.
Yeah. No,
I'd be
I'm
like-
thinking I need to be admitted at this point.
Yeah. But unfortunately, and, don't get me wrong, she's stressed out. And it goes along with the movie. Because she does a really good job of it. She's actually an amazing actor.
Yeah. She
and-
throws that old lady off the stage,
Yeah.
crashes down the table. That was kind of funny.
Well, because the hallucination flips on her, where she's screaming at ex-boyfriend saying, "You're not here. You're not real. Get away from me."
Right.
And then ex-boyfriend's behind her
Yeah.
and is screaming at her. And so and that was, poor little old lady that's like 80 years old.
We're here for the children. Ah! Yeah.
Yeah. Into the tables. It's a whole mess. And then she does the full bail. She
Yeah.
just leaves and gets the hell out of there.
And it's all cameras.
Oh, yeah.
recording
Everybody's got a
their
camera at
breakdown.
this point. Yeah. And so she takes off, and then
Doesn't Mom catch her?
does she catch her?
I was thinking she did at this point.
I can't remember. I thought she dipped out.
Oh, we forgot to mention a very important aspect, though.
What's that?
She keeps getting these text messages from some weird.
Oh,
number.
that's right. That does
Yeah.
start. Yeah.
Yeah.
After the murder of what's his name,
Right.
the drug dealer.
Right.
Yeah, she starts getting these messages of like, "Were you there on the night that this dude died?
Right.
I know you were there that night."
Right. I know this is you,
Yeah.
pop star girl.
Yeah. And so she's
Is it at this point in time she agrees? No, it was before the thing where she agrees to meet him in a public place
right.
because she's had this whole big experience with the creepy guy from the autograph signing is or is not in her home, leaving his skid marked underwear. So she's a little bit leery about meeting anybody, but she does agree to meet this guy.
Did she meet him before the whole apartment scene with like 30 people?
Yeah, but this is before that.
It was?
Before
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so
Because he explains to her what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So they meet in a bar.
Sure.
She's got
Go
the
ahead.
hoodie pulled up, doing her best to keep her identity, hidden. Sits down, talks to this guy, and he's just starts explaining to her, this is what happened. You saw this happen. This went down. Now this is going on. She's like, how do you know? He said, because it killed my brother.
Yeah.
And he gives her the whole big backstory of this parasitic entity
Of how it's gone from host to host to host.
and how it goes from host to host to host.
Yeah.
It will infect someone, and within a few days, or within actually a few hours, you start to see things, lose time, stuff starts happening, and within a few days, you kill yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're there to see the person kill themselves, that's how the parasite transfers to a new host.
Right.
When she saw her buddy, drug dealer guy, smashing himself with a plate,
That was the transfer.
she witnessed it. She got infected at that point in time. She's like, well, how do I get rid of it? And he says, well, you have to die.
Yeah. And it turns out, thankfully,
Luckily, he's a nurse.
thankfully he's a nurse, and he's like, just medically, if you
Right.
die long enough, the thing can't feed for long enough. Essentially, it's going to starve to death like any parasite.
Right.
And so we're kind of cheating the rules. But in order to do that, you have to elect to do this
Yeah.
instead of it
But I
choosing for you.
can't kill you, but I can make you dead.
Yeah. We medically kill you.
Medically kill you. Yeah. I will
Yeah.
stop your heart, stop your brain function. We'll do it in a super, super cold room, refrigerated area so that you got a little bit more time. Brain's got, 9 minutes?
I think it was 8, but I do wonder the viability of this
I
experiment.
think it was 9, and he said, I'm going to set the alarm for 8.
Oh,
So
okay.
that gives me a minute to bring
Sure.
you back.
Okay.
Because he's going to put adrenaline in her heart,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get the whole thing going again and bring her back in an attempt to kill this entity.
Right.
So she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's insane.
Right.
So
I do wonder if that could really work. Like on a person now. Like,
there's been
medically.
people that have fallen in like frozen rivers and stuff that have been submerged for like 20 minutes. And they'll bring them out and resuscitate them and they live.
Is it just because of how cold it is?
Yeah, it slows everything down.
Wow.
So it's uncommon. I don't want to try it.
Oh no, you if you want to have that experiment, like
drop us a line, tell us how it went if you live.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or, I'll bring my GoPro. Like,
You can watch because I think that makes it evidence at that point in time.
Only if they die. If they live, it's fine.
Call him. But yeah, so she gets up, and of course, I think this is when we start to see on the TV her breakdown at the children's fund thing, and people recognize her. Hey, that's pop star girl. And
they might. I think they just recognized her because she was famous. I don't remember the TV, but
maybe so. But
yeah, either way,
she runs out. She's being chased. Everybody's got their cameras out again, filming her.
Right.
I think she makes it back to her house.
Yeah, she does now. Because this is where I would have called it.
With the choreography?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because so she gets back to her house, and Bestie is not there anymore because she had a thing that night. She said she had some kind of obligation that she couldn't avoid. And so Bestie's gone. She's at home alone. She drinks another bottle of water.
Loudly.
Yeah. And then she decides that she's done with this. Like, she's packing up her stuff. She's grabbing her suitcase, clothes, pills, like Tylenol, all of that kind of stuff. And she's having a hard time of it. She ends up breaking like the plate glass in her shower and all that. But she's still determined to get her stuff. Well, as she's going into her closet to get her stuff, she turns on the lights on, and there are like 15 people in her closet.
All smiling.
All of them smiling. And then they play this fun game of red light, green light, where every time she looks away or moves or something, they're all like...
Almost insectile. I don't even know the right word for it. Reptilian.
I would totally call it insects.
Yeah.
Like
the director, I guess, who did the blocking on this, nailed it for that scene.
Oh yeah, it was creepy as hell.
Oh, it's just all these eyes looking at you, all these smiles looking at you, and then you blink and turn away for just a second, and now they're on the roof, and they're...
That's what was cool, though, was that they were on the damn walls.
Yeah.
And, like,
but
climbing on each other.
They were, like, supported by each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they were climbing over each other and the wall, and it's just this slow avalanche of humanity coming at her.
Yeah. And so, yeah, she keeps looking away, trying to find the exit. And then eventually she runs, and then you get this great scene where the camera's pulling away, and you see all of these people, like, all across the walls and on top of each other and stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
And then there's more people as she gets in the living room that are waiting for her in there. And so now she's freezing these people, and she's looking back and freezing those people. Now these people are closer. And then eventually she gets to the point where they're pretty close. They're in the living room, and one of them just reaches over and just... the light bulb. So now it's darker.
Yeah.
And then she guns it for the door. They end up catching her, dragging her over. They start picking her up, slamming her on the furniture, pulling her hair out. Again, chunks of hair, like by the scalp, out of her skull. And then eventually she like slams into something, right? And then the hallucination stops.
And it's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the house is trashed.
Yeah.
It's like she trashed her own house.
Did somebody come over this time? Did Bestie come over? Or it wasn't Mom?
No, not yet.
Okay. Or maybe she just... Is this when did she get knocked out and we get to see the memory?
I think that's what it is.
I think that's what it is.
Because now we find out what happened with her and boyfriend.
Yeah. Because her and ex-boyfriend are driving down a snowy road, and then they're doing flower on the side, clearly having a fight.
Big time fight. She grabs a wheel.
Well, yeah, he called her a crazy bitch. If you're doing with somebody, maybe don't do that if they're very clearly unstable.
Okay.
You know?
Note to self.
Yeah.
Call
flower.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Just food for thought.
Food for thought. Bring snacks.
So they're in this argument. They're like, going back and forth saying, I hate you. You're a crazy bitch. basic, very hyped up on kind of stuff. She grabs hold of the wheel, like Mo was saying.
I don't feel like that was a healthy relationship.
No way?
I don't think it was good.
Yeah, it was really bad. 4 out of 5 therapists do not recommend.
Okay.
And I don't like that 5th one.
Yeah. That person needs their license checked.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So they go careening off the road, slam into a bunch of trees, and she has her leg broken the way it was previously. She's bleeding and in pain. She looks over, and ex-boyfriend's got a tree limb that is just through his dome.
Didn't she have a tree limb too, and that's what the scar came from?
Probably.
I mean, it was something from the wreck.
Yeah, it was definitely something from the wreck.
Huge scar went all the way down her front.
Yeah, it was probably that. I didn't notice because a lot of it, and again, I liked this choreography because it was very uncomfortable in that it felt like you were like the dog that's like between two people watching them have their fight. And even though we understand English, like you don't get the full context of what just happened.
Right.
But because the camera's like 6 inches from their face and it's just panning back and forth as you're watching this road come faster and faster as you're watching these two people be crazy. And it was just very personal and claustrophobic. And after the wreck happened, then you're this close to her face as she's bloody, she's drooling, she's crying, and you get the pan over where you see homeboy where his face is mangled to hell and all of that. And yeah, she's basically there for who knows how long till rescue people can get them out. Yeah. Which is messed up thought.
Yeah.
But then from what I remember, is this when she wakes up in the hospital?
I believe it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think so too. She wakes up strapped down to a bed, nice big.
Yeah.
Got the IV bag going because she's dehydrated.
Yeah.
And she's been drinking
water nonstop.
Yeah, it's almost like she just grabbed the garden hose and just walked around just all the time.
It was a lot.
So it didn't make any sense for her to be dehydrated.
Right.
But mom's there. Mom's like, okay, fine. You need a break.
Yeah.
We're not going to do anything today. Just sit back, relax, and we'll start up again tomorrow. No, Mom, this poor girl needs a month and a half off of nothing to do but sit on the beach and have pina coladas. That's it.
Yeah.
But no, we got to get back to work. Can't stop right before the tour starts.
Yeah. And she's like, I can't do the tour. And then her mom's like, listen here, you little you're going to be doing this tour because otherwise, basically, our family is if you don't.
Yeah.
We're going to have to pay millions.
Record labels are going to drop you. We're going to have to pay them back for all the stuff that they've done. You're doing this tour. You've got to go to work.
Yeah. And they start getting into it. And, of course, daughter's like, you don't listen to me. And, like, you don't actually love me. Which, in all honesty, yeah.
Kind of felt like
I would agree based on how this is going. It's like, okay, so you got a golden goose. And that's what you're pissed about.
Right.
Is that you need that egg.
Yeah.
And it's not dropping for some reason.
Right.
So they get into it, and then
Mom goes crazy.
Mom seemingly goes crazy.
Yeah, busts a mirror in the hospital room.
Yep.
And grabs a nice big shard and pokes herself in the eye and pretty much offs herself. Pop star girl's trying to yank the needle out. Which,
yeah, that bothered you.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Just undo the tape, gently remove it. No, and I'm thinking you're gonna bleed out, kid.
Well, eventually she had to strip the tape and then pull it out that way. But yeah, and the whole time that mom is like stabbing herself, I liked the little clue where it was like, do you see what you're doing to your mother? Did you hear him say that?
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, Mom said that as she's like stabbing herself in the face. She's like, you see what you're doing to your mother?
Oh, I did remember that. Okay. Yeah. You did it in that voice, I recognize it. So, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so then she finally gets out.
Gets blood all over her smock.
Yep.
And is about to walk out when she sees, or the door knocks, and it's the assistant guy.
No, not yet. She sees her hand. She goes to open the door. She sees her hand is covered in blood. She looks at her other hand. She sees the mirror is in her hand. Then she goes to go see her mom, sees her gurgling on the floor, and is like, oh, God, I just did this. Then she's getting ready to leave. And then, home assistant boy, very nice kid, too.
Yeah.
He was a sweetheart throughout all of it.
Yeah, she treated him like trash, but he stuck around.
Yeah.
Big check.
Yeah, he tries to come in. She slams the door in his face and is like, "Can you get me a soda?" He's like, "Surprise me."
Yeah.
She throws on a jacket and then starts sneaking her way out of the hospital, and then gets caught by none other than assistant guy.
Yeah.
Who brought her a squirt, which
I haven't seen those in a long time.
I would call that a surprising soda.
Yeah,
like,
definitely a surprise for sure.
But, and being in a hospital, they see her covered in blood. At first, they're concerned. Security guy comes over, and she plays the desperate card, where she's like, please, come here. I have to tell you. And she runs over to him, kind of falls on him, and then uses that chaos to get a hold of his gun, and then kind of holds everybody to tell him to back off.
Right.
And so then...
Finds a shot on the roof,
yeah,
runs outside.
Not before. Manager dude is like, Sky, I remembered her name.
Oh, good job.
Whoa.
Now that we're almost done with the review.
Yeah. It's like, Sky, think of the tour.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And then still people are like, oh, no, she's fine, but think of the tour.
Right.
And so she goes, the tour, and then takes off.
Storms outside.
Yep. Cuts the hell out of her foot, steps on some broken glass.
Yeah.
Bestie shows up suddenly. And then
with coffee. Yeah, I'm here. How you feeling?
Coffee.
Yeah.
And then she's like, get in the car. And then they take the car that was her like private driver, essentially.
Car jacket.
Yeah, car jacket. They take off. And she's like,
driving.
Yeah. She's like, you got to drive to this Pizza Hut so we can take care of this. And she's like, what are you talking about?
Well, she texts the guy from the bar.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to drop you a pin.
Right.
Come to this place. And so they're heading to that place. And as they're going, she's starting to have more hallucinations and problems and issues. And
like what?
Well, isn't this whenever she realizes that she's the one driving and Bestie's not in the car?
Well, yeah, but I thought you were talking about something else. Like, that was very broad. Because, they're having a whole dialogue.
Yeah, well, big discussion back and forth. And why are we doing this? And where are we going? And why are we heading here?
And then, again,
just drive.
Bestie just kind of turns on her while they're asking questions.
Right.
And then starts smiling at her again.
Yeah.
And then, she starts realizing that she's actually the one driving because Bestie disappears.
Right.
And then barely manages to avoid like a 4-car pileup.
Right.
And then keeps driving and eventually gets to the Pizza Hut.
Right.
Where it comes in like a bat out of hell.
Right. It's definitely a closed Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
But that was the only place that he could find that had a refrigerated area that was big enough.
I feel like that's fair.
That he could rent cheap or something like that on the spur of the moment. So, I'm okay with that. I don't know how they got the electricity there, but
maybe a generator. I don't know.
Sure.
Anyways, so they get in there and they strap her. Well, they don't even strap her down. They just lay her on this cold ass metal table.
Right.
Line her up and get her ready. And he's like, okay, cool. Give me 2 seconds. I just got to grab something real quick.
I got to kill you. If things go wrong, isn't he going to shoot her?
But she gives him the gun.
Right.
And is like, you have to shoot me if this goes bad.
Right.
If this is still with me.
Because I don't want to smile at somebody and give all this away.
Right.
I don't want this parasite to move on to someone else.
Yeah. And so eventually he agrees.
Yeah. And he's like, you can't open the door from the inside. So I'm going to put this bucket here.
Yeah.
So if it shuts, the bucket will stop it. You're not trapped inside.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll be right back. Which I was kind of like, really?
Right. Or should we start
you forget something in the truck? Like,
right.
What's going on there? Because he never really says. He just says, I'll be right back. And so
he doesn't come right back.
He does not come right back. And so he's gone. She's on the table. And then she's looking at the door, wondering where this guy is. And then she starts noticing this dribbling on her gown. She looks up and it's her hanging from the ceiling the same way in that cart that she was whenever she was hanging. And at first she's crying and screaming and stuff like that. And then it starts smiling and then it starts laughing at her.
The hallucination is dangling by the seatbelt and turns on her. She's seeing her old self wrecked up. But
then we see the eye change too. And when I saw that in theaters, that me up, man. I'm not going to lie. Like I was in it. At this point, I was in it. I was watching because I was on the second row.
Oh, you're right.
And I was right in front. So this thing was like here. And then eyes the size of like Mini Coopers like show up and are just staring with their crazy like striations and stuff in them. And I was just like,
this is not good.
Yeah. And then she unclips her seatbelt, falls on her. They both take a tumble onto the floor.
Yeah.
And then they start to scuffle.
Right.
And homegirl's like using her broken leg and is talking to her. Hallucination. Smile girl. And is coming over to her and they're like fighting back and forth. She grabs hold of a syringe and stabs it in her neck and like uses the plunger and she fakes her out. Smile girl fakes her out and is like,
It's going to have no effect on me.
Yeah. She's like, because this is all in your head.
Yeah.
Like, stupid.
Right.
What did you think was going to happen?
Right.
And then what happens after that?
Oh!
This is whenever stuff goes black and then, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's right behind the curtain.
No, she's in the thing.
Oh, right. It wasn't the curtain. It was the little...
The pod.
Right. The little pod that they've been rehearsing in this whole time for the big opening night of the tour. And the little pod comes out and opens up and she comes out of the pod. Now she's in the pod. We're from fighting my old self in a hallucination to I'm on stage.
Yep.
And walks out of the pod and there's Mom.
Who is alive.
With Bestie.
Who is alive.
And an audience of thousands watching this live show.
Yeah.
And she's got her microphone and she kind of walks out and stumbles. She has a little bit of issue. She's not singing, obviously. All of this is kind of suddenly piled on top of her. And she has a breakdown right there in front of her fans. And they're all like, you got this, Sky.
Oh, yeah.
We're rooting for you, Sky. You can. And the audience goes quiet. And she stands back up. Yay, Sky. We love you. You're doing great. And she looks at the audience.
And then she looks higher. Oh, that's right. They all smile, don't they?
She smiles at them.
No. You.
I missed that part. Did they smile at her?
No, but you're burying the lead.
Oh.
Because before she smiles at them, you see the creature.
Oh, I forgot the creature.
Oh my God, Mozart.
I forgot the creature.
How do you miss the biggest parts?
I don't know.
That was my favorite part.
I think I was tired. Anyway, describe the creature because I know you love the creature. You've mentioned it before.
Oh, man, yeah, because she's getting ready. She does her thing, and then right in front of her, like, downstage. Is that how is it? Is it downstage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's this massively long, it's got to be like 12 feet long thing.
It came out of her old self. Because her old self snapped.
That's right. You're right.
Like this. So
she sees herself on stage.
Sees her hallucination of herself.
She gets split out of the scar.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right. Okay. That's what she sees.
And then the critter comes out.
And then the dude comes out. And yeah, he's so cool. And what's cool is when you watch the making of it, they did such a great job using prosthetics and puppetry along with CGI.
Oh, yeah.
That thing is real. They made it.
Ooh.
They made the whole thing.
That thing was like 12, 15 foot long.
Yeah, man. And watching them make the whole thing, like they put the smile, the jaws, and all of that, and then they just added the gooey textures and the mobility to it. But it could, like, they showed the animatronics of it being able to, like, lift its arms and do all that stuff. It was real.
Ugh.
They actually made it.
That makes it even creepier.
Yeah, and it adds so much to the monster because it looks so good.
Maybe I blocked it out because it was too terrifying.
Maybe.
Blocked it from my memory.
But yeah, it's a grody looking thing. It's got multiple layers of inlaid teeth and then just jaw upon jaw upon jaw upon jaw. And it's just fleshy and liquidy and gooey and gross. And yeah, I hate it, but it's so cool. And then it comes over and it like gets her its fingers and like spreads her mouth too far. And the CGI on that was great. And then it just starts like digging into her throat. And then it cuts to where this is when they're like, we love you, Sky. And she had her breakdown. Yeah. Because she's on the ground. Yeah. And she's doing the choking thing. Right. And they're like not sure what's going on. And then she starts to get up.
You know, no security, no medical group. Nobody shows up. Just going to let her, die on stage. It's okay. Fans like it.
Yeah. But then she starts to get up. And then that's when they're all like, "Yeah, Sky, you did it, woo," type thing. And then that's whenever she gets ready to go. She's got the mic. and then she's ready. She's got all these people. And I liked the way that they did this, where rather than showing you what she did, you see the audience reaction.
Yes.
So it cuts to the audience reaction as they're all cheering her on and all of that.
Look at the big screens and stuff.
Yeah. And then all you hear is just this, and as you do, hundreds and thousands of people are just screaming bloody murder and freaking out, and you don't know what's going on because it's behind you as you're hearing it just and then camera cuts to these giant screens, and she's taken this microphone and just buried it into her head.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing was gone. Like, it had a little bit of the bottom handle left, but it was gone right through the eye that she crushed her stuff.
Big smile.
And, a big old smile the whole way through. And so then now it can only be assumed that this
parasite or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, has taken over thousands of people now.
Thousands of viewers, yeah.
Yeah, that was his cash cow for sure.
Oh, absolutely. So now the demon or whatever you want to call it is now spread
beyond.
Yeah. And everybody's going to go home from this concert and just
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then credits roll on that. We just see her smiling face with a microphone in the dome.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the way it ended. And so, is there a third one? Is there like a Smile 3?
They haven't said. It hasn't come out yet or hasn't been talked about as far as I know. I haven't looked at it. But yeah, I mean, that's what I would keep trying to figure out even more the second time we were watching it was like, okay, usually with these things, they'll leave you clues as to like, all right, when the hallucination is happening, how long is the hallucination? And that means where was she until she got to that pod? Because that means that she must have gone to the dressing room, stayed, or not the dressing room. Was the medical room real with her mom?
Couldn't have been because mom was alive. Friend, that's what I'm saying. I think all this started when she called friend the first time, and friend.
And you think everything was just a fever dream?
I think everything was a fever dream at that point.
Damn.
Because the guy never came back into the room.
No, he didn't.
He didn't chase her down. He kept texting her.
Yeah.
There's no way she was covered in blood from stabbing her mom. Worked her way through the hospital, out into the crowds outside, drove to wherever it was she drove to, had to fight with herself. The guy never killed her. Comes back, no one questions anything. She gets dressed up in a pod on the stage. Here we go. No way that happened if the whole thing wasn't just a fever dream brought on by the parasite.
Damn, man. I think you might be right. I think this might have been just 2/3 of just a hallucination.
Yeah.
That just, where she's like, probably her physical body is just running on autopilot.
Yeah.
Doing
absolutely.
what it does.
Yeah.
While her brain thinks,
mind snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's brutal, man.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
That's the way I interpret it.
No, I can totally see the reasoning on that. Because I was curious about that and trying to figure that out myself after we finished it. I was like, okay, but did they leave anything else to say? Like,
I don't feel like it. There was no breadcrumb trail.
Yeah.
There was nothing saying, okay, did you catch this? Because if you caught that, you'll catch this, and then you'll know all this was going on.
You know what? I think you're right. Because they do leave us a clue. The bestie.
Okay.
Whenever she first contacts the bestie, like you were saying, that's the start of the hallucination.
Right.
That's the start of the whole thing.
Right.
She contacts the bestie. She's been texting. She's been hanging out with her, all that stuff. When they're in the car, bestie calls her while she's next to her.
Right.
And then she's like, yeah, you were a total bitch to me like a year ago. I didn't think about contacting you.
Right.
Like,
why are you contacting me now?
Yeah.
I've moved on.
So that...
While bestie's driving.
While bestie's driving, yeah.
And that's when bestie goes, it's all in your head.
That would make sense. That would make sense if that was its in.
Yeah.
And then it just rode that and kept it going.
Until bestie actually called. And then it had to give up the illusion, it's all in your head.
Yeah. At least of the bestie.
Yeah.
Because then it's like a multi-layered thing, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This thing was messing with her timelines, with her, mess with everything.
Oh, man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not cool. It's very sad for her, but she's fake. So that was awesome. All right. Post spoiler?
Okay.
Are we good?
I think so. Good? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. What did you think?
I enjoyed it. I really did. I like the scenes, the sets, things like that. Like you said, a lot of the filming did get you right in close. So you did kind of feel claustrophobic a little bit, which I think is what they were really shooting for, because you've got something in your head.
Yeah. We're
going to get you right there so you feel like you've got something in your head too. Wasn't too gory for me. There's plenty of, like stabbing with the eyeball of the glass and stuff like that. That was kind of gross, but wasn't horrendous.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was very necessarily used. It wasn't like for such an extreme movie where you have a giant,
it's a mental breakdown,
fleshless beast.
Yeah.
They did a good job not overdoing it with the blood and gore.
Yeah.
In that regard. I do think what I liked about the camera work so much was, one, its depiction of the time distortion, of the perspective shifts, of all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So you felt her first person struggle with her mental health.
Oh, right. There were several times we even talked about that. Like, okay, golly, what would you do? What would you do? Because it pulled us in. We were out to know. We really asked each other for sure, what would you do in this situation? Yeah.
But with the quality of the actors, for me, I don't think it was claustrophobic so much as it felt invasive. It felt, you know those guys that talk too close?
Yeah.
It felt like that. It felt like this movie was in my space.
Okay.
With the acting and with the close-up, like with the creepy guy, with the...
It got too close to your comfort zone.
Yeah, to where it wasn't just like this was on the screen. It was like, all right, you're actually that close to me, and for me, I would have hit you by now. Like, just as a Hail Mary, like default for that. But yeah, I adored the cinematography in this.
It was good.
It was so well done.
And like we've said before, with the choreography of the mass group of folks that came in, got to be careful not to give it just run the explosion more. So but
I don't think it's as big of a deal, but
probably not. But since it's kind of old, I liked it.
Yeah,
the music was good.
Music was solid. I actually really liked that these pop songs sounded like real pop songs.
They did.
They didn't sound kitschy or anything like that. Like I was like, I could actually see somebody like doing this. Yeah. And it being on like BET or MTV or something like that.
Yeah.
Some Academy Awards thing.
Right.
Yeah. And the acting, solid from everybody around.
From everybody, yeah. There was nobody that I was like, you're pushing that one. I didn't have to do that with anybody.
Yeah.
And their main girl, she was...
Oh, she slaughtered it.
She did really, really good.
Yeah. And her own depiction of it with just her micro expressions when like she's twiddling her hair.
Right.
And then it gets more aggressive and more stressful with it. Yeah. She did a great job showing the depth.
Yeah.
In
the
that.
abilities that she has. She's got skills.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, music was on point. Yeah. Definitely. And the sound effects.
Yeah.
Obviously. I didn't like them at all. Yeah. So the Foley artist or whoever the sound designer, all those people that worked on it, they did a great job. I love this movie.
It was good. It was good. And how are you going to rank it?
For me, especially with given, I watched it on the second row of a theater at like midnight.
Right.
But still, even watching it now, it's a bloody good time, man. It's creepy. It's artistic as hell.
Yeah.
It's so well done in so many nuanced ways.
Yeah.
And the first time I watched it, it made me uncomfortable as hell, man.
Oh, that's right up where your alley.
It was one of the first times in a long time.
Yeah.
Probably just because of the circumstances, kind of like a perfect storm.
Yeah.
But when I got out of that movie, I called a friend. I literally had to phone in a friend, and I was just like texting people. I was like, hey, are you up? Hey, are you up? Hey, are you up? And then I just started calling people and went to a gas station and was just talking on the phone. And I was just like, hey, I just need you to tell me about your day. Like, what did you do? Did you type? Did you watch TikToks? I just need to know about normal things that happen. And I swear to God, if somebody smiles at me in this gas station, they are going to die. Okay.
Set the place on fire. That's funny.
Which is far more of a testament to the fact that if the smile monster got me, I would not do well.
No. It would get inside you and go, I can't make this guy smile. Find somebody else. Okay.
So yeah, for me, it was definitely a bloody good time.
I'm going to give it a good time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I would go, I think if it didn't happen the way it did, I would also have given it a good time.
Yeah.
We got to tell that trumpet guy to calm it down.
Yeah.
In the background. His timing is just off.
Awful. Yeah.
But yeah, I think otherwise it would be a good time for me.
Yeah.
But I think it kind of hit the right nerve of my cinema nerd, where I just noticed all the little things that they were doing to make it creepy and how well it was working on me as I'm like watching it and like I'm feeling literal like shivers down my spine from different stuff that I'm like, oh,
here it comes.
Yeah. Where it just impressed me very thoroughly.
But that's kind of the way I had it too. Yeah. I see, totally get where you're coming from. It didn't quite get there for me, but I may have been in just a weird mood too when I watched it because watched it like late on a Thursday or something. Yeah. I'm always tired on Thursdays. So,
well, and I think that's one thing that's important to note with movies in general is, and we've talked about this in private conversations, but that it does kind of have to do with timing and circumstance.
Absolutely.
For the viewer as an individual, where something can hit and I'm like, this is one of the greatest horror movies I've ever seen.
Right.
It was, artistic, bloody, nuanced, and made me very uncomfortable. Watch it again a week later on a TV, and it's like, huh?
I got spooked on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've had that happen before, not with Smile 2, but with other movies.
Yeah.
And so I think it's one of those things where the opinion varies based on when you watch it, how you watch it, who you're with, stuff like that. Yeah. And I can
definitely see second row in a theater. That one having a lot bigger effect than us watching it in my living room with all the lights on and just hanging out.
Oh, so yeah.
I can definitely see where you got more of impression the first time you saw it than the second time.
Yeah. And, well, it's like also watching Hereditary. Like watching that one in the theaters with surround sound.
Yeah.
Have you seen Hereditary?
I think so.
The one with the little girl with a tick?
Yeah, I think so.
How do you think so?
I've seen a lot of movies. And I don't remember which ones are which.
That's odd. Okay.
We'll talk later.
Because Hereditary is really good. And it was very creepy.
We'll discuss it a little bit afterwards.
Okay.
And see if I'm thinking of the same one.
Well, just in case you haven't, there's a noise that's recurring in that movie.
Yeah.
That as I was watching it in the theater, it kept happening, but because it was surround sound, it kept happening from the speakers on the back left only. And so I thought somebody was being a head and was just copying the sound.
Right.
And so after like the fourth time, I'm like, who the like looking for him, be like, who's being a little that's doing that noise?
Right.
Because it's not helping. And then it happened, I look over and I'm like, there's nobody over there. And I'm like, oh, it's the movie. I'm in for a ride.
No, when I hear things over there, it's because my battery's running low on my hearing aid. And so it's this, I get that all day long. Yeah.
I swear to God, your hearing aids are like the ultimate barrier from you getting freaked out by movies.
Maybe so. It's especially if it's a higher pitch. I pick up low frequencies, but higher frequencies I don't get.
Yeah.
Which explains to my wife why I don't hear her half the time. I'm not ignoring her. It's just a frequency I can't pick up. So any little subtle stuff like that, I miss it.
We're going to have to try to get you like some headphones or something.
Yeah, I've got some from shooting that amplify everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Maybe we can try those or like some surround sound type deals.
Yeah.
For when we're not in the theater.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Be good.
Anyways, a bloody good time on my end. I still
good time on my end.
Yeah. Even artistically, I would stand by that judgment because first time I watched it, it genuinely bothered me.
Yeah.
And it did it really well. But it wasn't in because we tried to watch a different movie that was more shock factor in its gratuity and stuff.
It was very gratuitous. I don't even want to mention the name of it.
We're not gonna.
It was so bad.
I still am curious about it.
You got annoyed with me because I was eating during the movie.
I didn't get annoyed. I just couldn't understand it. It was gross.
It was gross.
I got a thing about I don't like certain things.
Yeah.
And they did the things.
A lot of those things.
But yes, initially it felt like shock factor to me. It felt like because of how it started and all of that, it very much felt like we're just going to punch you right in the nose with it and then go from there type of thing. But this one was much more nuanced and artistic in how they utilized cinema to make it happen.
Exactly. They used the medium well.
Yeah. I would put this on par with Iron Lung and that kind of thing so far from what we've watched.
Maybe,
as
yeah.
because even though Iron Lung had a lower budget,
Yeah.
I still think that it held up in those facets of cinema, of acting,
Yeah.
of things like that.
Yeah.
To make it just as effective. So I feel comfortable if I gave Iron Lung a bloody good time, I'm cool giving this one a bloody good time.
I can see that.
So yeah.
So yeah, there you go. That's our thoughts on Smile 2.
That about does it for us. Check us out on Spotify, as always. Obviously, we're on YouTube. We're on all the socials at ABGT Reviews. Post every Friday and shorts all throughout the week. If you'd like to know anything else, or if you have any ideas, recommendations, we'd love to get any
of it. Yeah,
comments, likes,
subscribe, follow, all the things,
all that jazz.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Well, right here, baby. You paying attention?
So again, the missiles will be landing within the next 5 minutes. This will be our last broadcast. Farewell, everybody. Don't look back. Don't turn around. Just keep walking towards me. Don't.